this company and this man are evil. Let me break it down for you. Okay, so maybe evil is a pretty strong word. Let's just say that Nvidia and Jensen Huang is like every other CEO and company that are subservient to their shareholders, and they don't care one iota about gamers. The only worth you have is how much money they can milk from you. That is your worth. So it's really not surprising with the 3070 Ti launch that it was really non-existent. It didn't happen. Let's take a look at a few articles. I'll describe what I think happened and state my case why Nvidia hates you. But before we dive into that, don't forget to like and subscribe for future Axial GT content. It helps out with YouTube's algorithm and lets them know that I'm a better YouTuber than I really am. And there is a few days left for my worldwide giveaway of Ryzen 5 1600 AF. The link is in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. With that out of the way, let's get started. We'll start off by looking at this article from The Verge. I know I'm not really a fan of their reporting and commentary, but every now and then they do have a good article or two. Just goes to show you that a sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then. But anyway, Nvidia won't explain the mysterious absence of its RTX 3070 Ti GPU. Nvidia's Founders Edition card is impossible to find. Later on in the article it states, Nvidia has partnered with Scan Computers in the UK to sell its Founders Edition cards, and with Best Buy in the US. While Scan had a reasonable stock with the RTX 3080 Ti earlier this month, the RTX 3070 Ti was non-existent. Scan has not responded to a request for comment by The Verge, which is not surprising. It's a similar situation in the US. While Best Buy made a big deal about the RTX 3080 Ti being available in 81 stores, the RTX 3070 Ti Founders Edition was online only. That is the first red flag. Those hoping to purchase the 3070 Ti were met with disappointment when the card went instantly out of stock. And unsurprisingly, Best Buy has also not responded to comment about the situation. The lack of 3070 Ti Founders Edition cards is also best illustrated at eBay, where he goes on to say that he found two sellers to have listed Nvidia's own cards, the Founders Editions. And as we jump over to Digital Trends article, it says less than a week after launch, the 3070 Ti seems to have vanished, because the card was only available online, and instantly after launch it went to sold out immediately. Digital Trends also reached out to Nvidia and Best Buy for comment, but as the writing of this article, yep, no comment. And for those who think that maybe scalpers and bots got their hands on the 3070 Ti, that doesn't seem to be the case either. If we jump over to WindowsCentral.com, we see this article. Even scalpers and bots couldn't get their hands on the 3070 Ti from Best Buy on launch day. Here's a quote from House of Cards, a group that utilizes bots to purchase cards for resale. No one got the Founders Edition from Best Buy. Also, an operator from one of the services that notifies people when products become available told PC Magazine that the 3070 Ti did not appear to go in stock on launch day. From what that company said, none of these companies ever were able to find stock of the 3070 Ti. So does the 3070 Ti exist? Sure it does. It just wasn't launched to the DIY market, in my opinion. Except for maybe a very small quantity. But you can buy one, but you have to buy it in a pre-built system, such as CyberPower PC. But the pre-builts with the RTX 3070 Ti start at $2,329. That comes with an Intel Core i7 11700KF or an AMD 5900X. You can add in the 3070 Ti to your purchase. So this is what I think happened. I think Nvidia's Founders Edition cards were a paper launch. They didn't really exist. Maybe in 100 or less. And the processors they did have for the 3070 Ti went to board partners, because that's what you see online. You only see board partner cards, you do not see Founders Editions. And that, my friends, was strictly a financial decision. The margin is going to be higher when selling to an AIB partner than contracting out and having somebody build an FE card for you. And given market prices right now, the only way that we're going to get anywhere near MSRP is for the Founders Edition cards, which Nvidia is obviously not going to make for the 3070 Ti. It's all about the bottom line, and it's all about the investor. Nvidia and Jensen Huang wants to be a suckass and toss the salad of all the investors, which I would actually wish I had Nvidia's or Jensen's home address, so I can send them some ranch dressing, because if you're tossing somebody's salad, everything tastes better with ranch. But I digress. Nvidia doesn't care about you. They only care about making money. Now, every company needs to make money, and I understand that. But there are ways of doing it where you're not so anti-consumer. And I know you've actually seen me here recently railing against Nvidia. AMD does have their problems too. But for the focus of this video, and the last few videos, has been Nvidia. I'll get to AMD, don't you worry. But right now it's actually the choice of picking the lesser of the two evils, which sadly is the case of a lot of things. Nvidia right now is the most anti-consumer gaming company on the planet. Do you want some examples? Here goes. Now I've already shown in previous videos Nvidia's pricing of their graphics cards. All the way back to Kepler, there's only $50 in between the 780 and the 780 Ti, $100 in between the 980 and the 980 Ti, $100 in between the 1080 and 1080 Ti. It wasn't until the 2080 Ti that Nvidia jacked up their prices for the Ti model, and they had no good reason to do it. Now with the 3080 Ti, they've continued this practice, giving their gamers a purple nurple if they wanted the top tier card. But this wasn't the first time they actually tried to screw over gamers. It was somewhere back in the mid-2000s, I believe, when Aegea created their physics card, a separate card dedicated to physics in games. And while yes, it was cool to have more physics in your games, it wasn't really cool enough to buy a second card to do it. So in 2008, Nvidia bought out Aegea, and voila, Nvidia GPUs can produce all the physics in games, even the GPUs that came well before Aegea. So yeah, that all sounds great, right? Well no, Nvidia made it proprietary, so AMD wasn't allowed to use it. So half the audience was left out in the cold. Another situation where half the gamers were left out in the cold was The Witcher 3. Anybody remember Hairworks? It made hair more wavy and fluid in The Witcher 3. See, AMD had been working with CD Projekt Red for 2 months before the release. Then Nvidia sent over their GameWorks code, which included Hairworks, to sabotage AMD Radeon users. At least, that's what it looked like. And we can't forget about G-Sync, Nvidia's G-Sync technology to reduce screen tearing, which requires monitor manufacturers to purchase the G-Sync module to stick in their monitors to jack up prices. Does it work good? Yes, I've had G-Sync monitors before, and it does work well. But to me, it does not justify the cost of jacking up the prices of monitors. AMD, on the other hand, likes to make most of their stuff open source, like TressFX, which is kind of like Hairworks, and FreeSync, which in my mind has killed G-Sync, and more recently, FSR, AMD's answer to DLSS. The cool thing about FSR is it runs on both Nvidia and AMD cards, from older generations even. Will it kill off DLSS? Only time will tell that. But I think AMD's ace in the hole is consoles. Both the PS5 and the Microsoft Series X run on AMD chips. But like I said, only time will tell. But back to the 3070 Ti. I would not expect any great quantities of these cards to ever release. Here's the caveat of all this. Nvidia makes a great product. Their graphics cards are excellent. And they know it. That lies the problem. It kind of reminds me of going to a bar and you see that one attractive person and they know they're attractive, but they're so stuck on themselves that they can't see what's in front of their face. At least that's my opinion. And to Nvidia, ranch dressing. Ranch dressing is the key to get that taste out of your mouth. But anyway, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. I read all of them. And don't forget about my worldwide giveaway. And if you made it to the end of the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for future Axial GT content. I really do appreciate you watching. Until next time, my friends, I am out of here. You all have a good one.